Hey there, welcome to Twists and Tales. Today, I've got three fascinating stories that will keep you hooked. So sit back, relax, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Let's dive in. Some people simply vanish, leaving behind nothing but questions. How can someone disappear without a trace? How is it possible that even with modern technology and advanced investigations, some cases remain unsolved? Today, we will explore 5 of the most baffling disappearances in history, cases that still haunt investigators and families alike. Each one is filled with eerie details and unanswered questions. Let's dive in. 1. The disappearance of the Sodder children, 1945. On Christmas Eve, 1945, in Fayetteville, West Virginia, the Sodder family home was engulfed in flames. George and Jenny Sodder, along with 4 of their children, managed to escape. However, 5 of their children were never found. The strangest part? No human remains were discovered in the ashes. Fire experts confirmed that bones should have been left behind, yet there were none. Even stranger, the phone lines had been cut, and a series of odd events before the fire suggested foul play. To this day, no trace of the missing Sodder children has ever been found. 2. The vanishing of Flight MH370, 2014. One of the most well-known disappearances in modern history, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 disappeared on March 8, 2014, while flying from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. The Boeing 777 lost contact with air traffic control and completely vanished. Despite years of searching, only a few pieces of debris were ever found, and the cause of the disappearance remains a mystery. Was it a hijacking, a mechanical failure, or something even more sinister? With over 200 passengers on board, this case remains one of aviation's greatest unsolved mysteries. 3. The strange case of Brandon Swanson, 2008. On May 14, 2008, 19-year-old Brandon Swanson was driving home from a party in Minnesota when his car ran into a ditch. He called his parents for help, explaining that he was near a town called Lind. They stayed on the phone with him for over 45 minutes as he tried to describe his location. Then suddenly he said, "Oh, shit," and the call ended. When his parents arrived at the location he described, there was no sign of him. A massive search was launched, but Brandon was never found. To this day, no one knows what happened after that final call. The Flannan Isles Lighthouse Mystery, 1900. In December 1900, a supply ship arrived at the remote Flannan Isles Lighthouse off the coast of Scotland. The 3 lighthouse keepers, James Duckett, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur, had vanished. The lighthouse was eerily silent. A logbook entry mentioned a storm, but records showed that the weather had been calm at the time. The final log entry read, "Storm ended, sea calm. God is over all." No bodies were ever found, and the men's fate remains unknown. 5. The mysterious disappearance of Amelia Earhart, 1937. Amelia Earhart, the famous aviator, disappeared over the Pacific Ocean while attempting to circumnavigate the globe. On July 2, 1937, her last known radio transmission indicated that she was lost and running out of fuel. Despite extensive searches, neither her plane nor her body was ever recovered. Some believe she crashed into the ocean, while others speculate she landed on an uninhabited island. Conspiracy theories even suggest she was captured by foreign forces. What really happened to Amelia Earhart? We may never know. Conclusion: these disappearances remain among the most baffling and haunting mysteries of all time. How can people An entire aircraft vanish without a single trace. Despite countless investigations and theories, these cases still have no definitive answers. What do you think happened? Could these mysteries ever be solved? If you found this video intriguing, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more mysterious and shocking stories. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the unknown. Have you ever wondered how some of the greatest heists in history were pulled off and yet remain unsolved? Today, we're diving into the most mysterious robberies ever recorded. Heists so daring, so elaborate, that even the best detectives couldn't crack the case. 1. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum Heist, 1990. In the early hours of March 18, 1990, two men disguised as police officers entered the famous Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. They overpowered the security guards and spent a full 81 minutes inside the museum, stealing 13 priceless works of art, including pieces by Vermeer and Rembrandt worth over $500 million. To this day, no one knows who was behind the heist, and none of the artwork has ever been recovered. 2. The Antwerp Diamond Heist, 2003. Considered the heist of the century, this robbery took place in the heart of the diamond trade, Antwerp, Belgium. A team of thieves bypassed some of the most advanced security systems in the world, breaking into the vault and stealing over $100 million worth of diamonds. Despite an arrest, most of the loot was never found, and many believe the mastermind behind it remains free. 3. The Banco Central Heist, 2005. A group of criminals in Brazil pulled off one of the most audacious heists ever by digging a 78-meter tunnel under the Banco Central in Fortaleza. Over the course of months, they secretly excavated their way to the bank's vault, escaping with over $70 million. While some of the gang members were caught, the majority of the money and the true mastermind remain missing. The Great Train Robbery, 1963. One of the most famous heists in British history, the Great Train Robbery saw a group of criminals stop a Royal Mail train and make off with £2.6 million, equivalent to over $65 million today. Though several gang members were eventually arrested, a large portion of the stolen money was never recovered, and some key figures in the heist were never found. 5. The Lufthansa Heist, 1978. A job straight out of a Hollywood movie, this heist at JFK Airport in 1978 saw criminals with mob connections steal around $6 million in cash and jewelry from the Lufthansa cargo terminal. It was one of the biggest heists in US history. However, most of the money was never found, and several of those involved were mysteriously murdered in the following years. Conclusion: the perfect crime may not exist, but these heists came close. Massive amounts of money, priceless artwork, and untraceable diamonds, all stolen without a trace. Who were the true masterminds? Where is the stolen loot now? Let us know which heist you found the most fascinating in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more mind-blowing mysteries. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. See you in the next video. Have you ever wondered if the objects around you could bring misfortune, even death? History is filled with terrifying tales of cursed items, seemingly harmless objects that have caused endless suffering. From haunted paintings to cursed jewelry, these objects are more than just relics of the past. They are vessels of dark energy. In today's video, we'll dive deep into the most cursed objects in history. But be warned, this isn't for the faint of heart. Story 1. The Hope Diamond. The Hope Diamond, a stunning 45.52-carat blue diamond, has been the subject of legends for centuries. Known for its beauty, this diamond has a history of tragedies surrounding it. Owners and those who came into contact with it have suffered mysterious deaths, financial ruin, and ill fortune. The stone is believed to have been stolen from an idol in India, bringing its curse to anyone who possesses it. The most famous victim? Lord Thomas Hope, whose family fortune was destroyed. To this day, the diamond is on display at the Smithsonian, its curse never fully lifted. Story 2. The Dybbuk Box. The Dybbuk Box is a wine cabinet, but it's much more than that. It's a vessel that holds a malevolent spirit. The box was originally sold on eBay with an eerie backstory. It's said that whoever owned the box would be cursed with misfortune, nightmares, and strange events. Those who encountered it have reported everything from bad luck to physical harm. The box has changed hands multiple times, but each owner faces a string of eerie, unexplained events. Paranormal investigators who've come into contact with it have also claimed to feel the presence of something dark lurking within. Story 3. The Bela Lugosi Mirror. This mirror was owned by actor Bela Lugosi, famous for his portrayal of Dracula. The mirror, once used by the actor in his daily life, has a dark history. After Lugosi's death, the mirror was sold, but those who've owned it claim it brings misfortune, from death to mysterious disappearances. Some even report seeing strange, ghostly figures in the mirror's reflection. It's said that the mirror holds the spirit of Lugosi himself, or perhaps something darker. Story 4. The Annabelle Doll. Annabelle, a haunted doll, has become one of the most famous cursed objects of modern times. It all began when a young woman received the doll as a gift, only to find that strange events began to happen soon after. The doll was later taken by paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, who confirmed that it was possessed by a malevolent spirit. The doll is now kept in a glass case at the Warrens Occult Museum, but it's said that anyone who dares to come close or mock the doll will suffer terrible consequences. Story 5. The Black Hope Curse. This curse revolves around the Black Hope Cemetery in Texas. It's said that the cemetery is cursed, and anyone who owns a property near it will suffer from mysterious illnesses and deaths. Multiple families who have lived near the cemetery have reported strange events, children falling ill, family members dying prematurely, and inexplicable accidents. The curse is so well known that many locals refuse to go near the cemetery, believing that it's home to dark forces that are best left undisturbed. Conclusion. These objects show us that not all things are as they seem, and sometimes it's better to leave the past untouched. The curses tied to these items continue to haunt the lives of those who come into contact with them, and the question remains, are these objects truly cursed, or is there something far darker at work here? If you found these stories chilling, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more, and leave a comment down below with your thoughts on these cursed objects. Have you ever come across something that just felt wrong? Share your stories with us.